Hello! Sorry, I just got a message that I shouldn't record a video while I'm multitasking. I've never seen that message before on Facebook, so I'm not really sure what that means. But apparently, I am multitasking. Seems about right. Happy Thursday! And yeah, hopefully somebody sees my little note that I was going to come on, and you will join me. And it is very rainy here, depending on where you're from. Let me know where you are from. But in the lower mainland, very rainy. Very windy, not the best night. My poor son is at lacrosse, which is yikes. But field lacrosse, so out in the rain. Okay. I have been doing some in-person Stampin' classes, which has been tons of fun. And I don't always get my math right. So when my mom was here at Thanksgiving, she was helping me. We were cutting. We were like just on fire, mass producing all the bits. And then normally what happens is people make 3 cards, 4 of each. But this particular group that I was making cards with, they actually got to make 2 of this one and 2 of this one. But I miscalculated and I cut as if they were making 4 of the red one and didn't realize it until we were done. So I have all of these cut pieces to make the card. So I thought, you know what, if I'm gonna start making the card, I might as well do it with you guys. So here we are. Please say hello, please let me know you're here. So yes, we are going to work with the Stamparatus. And if you don't have one, this might convince you that you need one. And so now would be a great time to get it. The starter kit deal, where you can get $206 worth for only $135, and that ends on Monday. So now would be an excellent time to get the Stamparatus. But yeah, I almost, you know, it sits under my desk, but I'm not that great about pulling it out. But it was perfect. And the class really appreciated that we were using it. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I just realized now that I don't actually have a card base for us, but here we go. So I don't think that's actually cut right. I'm gonna have to cut it. We have and that's not gonna work. You need a 4 1/4 by 11 card base. This one is going to be real red. And then we're using real red and sweet sorbet because we are using the DSP from the Sweetest Christmas, the one with the candy canes. I believe that's what it's called. I didn't actually buy the stamp set, but I bought the paper because it's adorable. Yeah, Sweetest Christmas, because I love the red and the green with a splash of pink and pool party. So we need this to be cut at 4 1/4, and then it would be scored at 5 1/2, or the trick, if you don't want to score it and you have the cutter here, is to just fold into, I mean, you should still score. You've got the scoring blade if you've got this cutter, but this is how you get like that perfect fold. Oh, you can't see. Haha. You fold into this corner up against the edge, and then you will get an even fold whether your card is scored or not. Then we'll bring out the bone fold. All right, we're zipping along. Okay, so I see some people are here, but you're not saying hi. Say hi to me. Let me know you're here. Or at least tell me if it's raining where you live. All right, so we have our card base. And then, like I said, I'd already cut a bunch of these pieces. So here are our bits. We have DSP that is, I believe it is 3 by 4, but let me measure it. So 3 inches by 4 inches, and that is just going to go right on there like that. So let's do that. So whether you're using your seal, whether you're using your Tombow, whatever type of adhesive you're using, it's just gonna go right on here. Centered top to bottom, and then just like leaving a, I don't know what that is, 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch. 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch. All right. And then this layer is going to go on here, but we're gonna do some fun stuff to it first. If you want, you can emboss this first, but most of it's gonna be covered, so we're not going to. So we're going to do our stamping. And this is where the Stamparatus is going to come into play. So this set is awesome because it has, I'm just gonna get it out here, these, they call it two-step stamping, right? So we've got the outline and then we've got the bit that fills in inside. So they're clear, which makes it so that you can do it without the Stamparatus. It's, you know, fairly easy to line it up, and that certainly is how I was doing it. But if you were mass producing, and so I've got like, I don't know, 12 of these to make, it is just so much quicker using the Stamparatus. So I'm just gonna move those magnets out of the way. You can see I've already stamped on my scrap just to make sure that these are lined up perfectly. So I've already lined up my stamps, and then I know my paper has to go in this corner. So my paper is gonna go in this corner just so it's gonna work out. I'm going to put my magnets in the opposite corners because my stamp is gonna go across here. I could also put magnets top and bottom. You wanna make sure you have enough of your paper covered with the magnet that it's not gonna lift when you do the first, but you don't want it so that it's going to be in the way of your stamp. The magnets cannot come in contact with each other. They are very strong earth magnets, I think is what they call them, and they will shatter. So I'm going to start with the outline, and because we're using the Stamparatus, it doesn't actually matter, but if you were not, I suggest you start with the outline. So the outline is going to be in real red. So this time we actually take our ink pad to our stamp versus normally we go the other way. And this, I have a fun little, I got this on Amazon because I'd seen someone else using it or they recommended it. And it's actually under crafting or whatever. But when I brought this out at the class and we were using it, someone's like, oh, well, that's a great use for an air hockey paddle. And I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's like one of those, you know, air hockey paddles. Anyway, it helps to apply pressure on your Stamparatus. So if you own a Stamparatus and you're always like push, push, you know, and you got your whole body weight, you want to get one of these. If you don't own a Stamparatus, well, start with the Stamparatus and go from there. So the other side is going to be the infill, I don't know what you want to call it, the detailing. I've done this now in Sweet Sorbet. Hi, Teresa. So again, I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure, and then I'm just doing this in a circular motion. You don't have to, you could do it whatever kind of motion you want. And voila, you can see. Now, actually, it looks like this paper is a little bit off from where I had stamped it on here. But you can still see how nicely that filled in. So I might correct for that the next time around, but gives you a good idea of using the Stamparatus and how quick and easy that is for that to be filled in. So now we are just going to, we're always gonna put one magnet away. They live on the back. I might put both away, but don't leave them out, people. It's dangerous. And then these don't really fold on top of each other, so I'm gonna take this off. So many things you can do with this if you don't own one. And like I said, if it's been on your list, it just sort of dawned on me. Now is the time to get it because of the starter kit deal. So we're gonna bring this piece back in because we're gonna do some more stamping on it. So we are gonna do Jingle All the Way. And we are going to do the All the Way in Garden Green. Now I could have used the Stamparatus for all of this, but because I was doing it in a class and I only have so many plates and I couldn't be changing it, I mean, this part we can just line up, right? So sorry, I'm just gonna bring this a little closer to me. So I wanted it near the end of my words. Oh, I can see it's not totally inked up. The end here, like that. And then we're gonna do this cute little bell and the bows. So it's super cute. You can see I had to re-ink my ink pad. So I did 5 because, you know, I've been brainwashed to only do things in odds. So the first one is roughly centered and straight up and down. And then I just kind of alternated and sort of made them a bit crooked. Oh, Sugar Shack. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to just bring that closer to me so I can line it up. You're gonna see my hair in the video, but that's just how it goes. There we go. And then this guy. All right, so then we got our cute little bells. Whoops, I'm bringing everything with me. And then we are gonna do these little bows in Pool Party. And it's actually quite easy to line up because they're clear. So you might think, ooh, that seems like it's not, but it is. I'm not even right over top of it because of the way I have to do the video. And you can see that I'm actually getting it lined right up. Can you believe it is now less than 2 months till Christmas? When they said that yesterday, that it was 2 months till Christmas, or 2 days ago, I was like, oh my God. Okay. Then what I had done is I had tied some of this sweet sorbet twine around it. So I'm actually almost out, and I had 2 packs of this because of these cards. So I know I'm gonna run out before I get this card finished. I'll have to improvise with just white or, and so I like to wrap my twine twice. I just feel like once is not enough. I like the look of 2 rows of twine because then it's a little bit thicker like a ribbon, but it's not a ribbon. It will end up crossing over in the back, but nobody sees that bit. And normally, well, actually this is how I normally work. I don't cut it off the roll. I just do it and then cut it after I'm done so that I don't have any wastage. Just gonna tie a bow. Hello, Chris, how are you? Okay, so there's our bow. The only thing with twine is there's a sweet spot. For any of you who also like to use twine, there's always a sweet spot where it's not going to twist on itself. So you kind of got to find that when you're doing your bow loops. Okay, so you can see that it's still twisting. I mean, I guess who cares? It does it less now that they put it on these rolls. They used to do it on flat pieces, and then it sort of basically had a fold in it. Okay, and then we're just gonna snip that there. And I'm gonna straighten this out. So if you ever tie something on and then you're like, I don't like where it is, you just flex your cardstock and then you can move it where you want it without tearing your card. Okay, so that's why I don't ever really worry when I tie it, if it's in the exact right spot, because it's easy to move. Now, this is just going to go on here. It's going to go on there flat. I didn't use dimensionals or anything. So what I would recommend is you just want to make sure you get adhesive right into those corners, because of course there's going to be a little lift there where the ribbon is, right? Or the twine, pardon me. So what I normally do is put a bit of adhesive everywhere on either side of the twine, and I'm gonna actually put some sort of over top of the twine here, and I'm just gonna do that with the white so that that's gonna stick. And then this is just going to center on this sweet sorbet layer. I love this color. It's a really nice red. It's unfortunate, in my opinion. So the twine, they got right, like it perfectly matches, but the metallic ribbon that's supposed to be the in color sweet sorbet, it must have just been something they couldn't quite get, but to me, this looks pink. Like it's way pinker than the paper. So, well, maybe if it's right on the paper, actually, it looks okay. It's just on white, it looks pink, but actually against it, it doesn't look bad. Okay, I take that back. I take it back, people, I take it back. And yeah, now we're just gonna mount this on the card front. So you can see how easy this is. I'm actually using the same design. Sorry, I had all my dimensionals in an upcoming Stampin' but we're totally doing it different. Like we've got different paper, we've got different stamps, we've got different embellishments, everything is different. But this idea of this little bit of DSP and then something across the front is just a great way to make quick cards that look cute. And then you're not using you can still, because DSP is 12 by 12. So because this is 3 by 4, you're gonna get 4 rows across of 3 and then 3 down. So you can make a whole bunch of cards with only 1 sheet of DSP, which for me, when I'm doing a Stampin' Stack, I can't give someone a piece of DSP that covers the whole card front, because if I have 6 people sign up, I'm going to run out of that pattern. So this is just a great way to make your 1 sheet last. So I think I didn't actually center this. I kind of had it more over So there you go, right? Super cute, easy. So like I said, now I didn't add any embellishments because I felt like, you know, we had enough going on. You could do some Wink Estella if you wanted. You could put like 3 little embellishments down here. Again, it's tricky in Stampin' Stacks because if I, for example, use something like this, I'll run out of them before you can't buy just the red ones. So that's where that gets tricky. But let's take a look, because these are just for me. We can take a look at what that looks like. Of course, my take a pick tool is somewhere else, so we're just gonna have to use our fingies and hope that looks okay. So if you've watched my videos before, you know that when I play with embellishments, I never push them all the way down because I like to be able to move them around or change my mind. So let's see what you guys think. Let's bring the non-embellished and the embellished, and you can tell me which you like better. Do you like them equally the same? Should I leave the embellishments on the new version, or should I take it off? I think I need to re-ink my garden green as well. That's the other thing that happens with Stampin' Stacks. I need to re-ink my ink pads. Okay, what do you guys think? Okay, I see you watching. Oh, in Iowa. Ooh, is it rainy there? Okay, leave these cute little guys, take them off. Oh, Teresa says to leave the embellishments. I do need to re-ink that ink pad though, holy smokes. What does anyone else think? Leave it, okay. All right, so we're gonna leave those on there. So this is great because, excellent, thank you guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, like I said, I've got a lot of that paper cut, so now I'm just gonna play around with other designs. So now I'll show you. Let's just line up one more with a different set of stamps with the Stampin' Stack, or with the, sorry, not the Stampin' Stack, with the Stamparatus. Okay, take these guys out. I know these are dirty, I know. Let's bring out, you know what? I wanna do the other one that I haven't used yet. Believe in the Magic. I haven't even done that one yet. So we're not gonna create a whole card here, but I'm just gonna sort of show you what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's get another one of those white pieces. And this time we'll actually just do it right on the piece because it's going to work. So we're gonna stick our plate there. I'm gonna, oh, magnets. Get out your magnets because otherwise your paper will move, right? I just have these magnets wrapped in washi tape. I think almost anyone I know who owns a Stamparatus, they wrapped their magnets. It just makes them easier to pick up. Okay, so line that up with the little mini grid paper. Oh, I see why, because it's not right in the corner. Okay, put it right in the corner. There we go. Okay, now let's do Believe in the Magic, and then we can do the little Santa hat and some stars. This is a great stamp set. I've had a lot of fun with it. You can mix and match it with any DSPs. I chose the Candy Cane DSP because I thought it just was really fun. So I'm going to sort of lay that out there so I know where that's gonna go. It's gonna be centered. And I'm going to put the plate down. Okay, so we're gonna start with that one, and then you'll see we'll put in the middle one, and then we're gonna call it a night at there. Okay, so let's do dun, 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 dun. Let's do this in Pool Party, and then let's outline it in Coastal Cabana. Yep, we're just flying by the seat of our pants here, people, which is how I most normally do things. So again, if you've watched me before, you know that's my MO. I come on here thinking I'll be all good and polished, and I'm not. And then I've actually had people comment, not on my Facebook, but on, because then I repost these to YouTube. And I had someone once say something, and I was just like, you know what, whatever. I can't respond, so I don't. I just let it go. All right, so, and then we're gonna bring this in. So let's line it up. So this is perfect. I can totally see. And then I'm gonna bring my other plate in, pick that up. Perfect. My paper's just gone back where I had it, so that should be fine. But you know what? I'm gonna double check that that is still where I want it. Yes, okay. Now we're gonna do this in Pool Party. Make sure it's all inked up. Get that out of the way. That seems dangerous, doesn't it? So apply some pressure. Come in there with this guy. Lift it off. Ta-da! The magic. The magic of television, people. The magic of television. Yeah, so again, we could add more things on here, and you know, we could keep using the Stamparatus, but again, we're just gonna zip this off. Put this to the side. Okay, so now if we're doing Believe in the Magic, so again, I'm just sticking stamps everywhere. Let's hope they don't get lost. When you Believe in the Magic, we're gonna do, oh, this would have been actually good to do the Santa hat still on the Stamparatus, but that's okay. We're gonna take those guys off. I would like to do some stars. So I'm actually gonna kind of put them on there like that. And we're gonna do our Santa hat. Oh, my lacrosse people are home. Need an extra block. Okay, we're gonna whip this out. Believe in the Magic. Okay, so in the Magic, so we've got Garden Green, we've got Real Red. So I think I'm actually gonna do that in the Garden Green again. Even though I feel like I need to ink up my stamp pad. Believe in the Magic. Similar idea, over to the side. We're gonna do our Santa hat. So we're actually gonna bring in black. Sorry, trying to find my memento. Here we go. So get our Santa hat. Or do I want that in red? Let me think about this for a second. No, I think we want it in black, right? Do we want it in black? You know, I'm gonna do it in black. And then maybe we'll decide that we actually want it in red. This part we're gonna want in red. in mind, when I make a next version of this, it might be a little more fine-tuned, but. Okay, line this red bit up. There we go. And then here, actually what I will do, I'm not gonna do it in this video because, well, maybe I will. No, I can't, my embossing gun isn't warmed up. But I would take the puff paint, the Snowfall Accent puff paint, and I'm gonna put it in there. Okay, and then I'm going to bring out my stars again. I'm gonna take that guy off. I'm actually gonna give them each their own. And then, oh, this is the fill, isn't it? Aha. Okay, sorry, you're probably gonna get my head again. And then we're gonna fill these in. So then we got these cute little stars. I might actually put a couple down here. So now let's try it in reverse. I'm gonna do, let's do the fill first. And then that'll help us know which way is actually easier. Line that up. Oh, so it's without the Stamparatus, I would say you want to do the inner bit first. With the Stamparatus, it doesn't really matter. Okay, there we go. So now that is just quickly, like I said, like super quick. You saw how quick we threw that together. A different version. So I might actually then put this, just because, you know, we're playing with fire here, folks. So, oh, that's mint. Don't put it on mint. That's not gonna match. Balmy blue, where's my pool party? I must need to open a new pack. So, thank you for your patience. Okay, be careful when you open paper. See, I'm doing it even though I get a paper cut almost every time on the top of my thumb when I do that. Okay. So, we're gonna quickly do this again. I said I wasn't gonna make this whole card, but we are making it, more or less. Okay, so we cut that at 4 1/4 again. Show you again this little folding trick. So if you are lazy and you don't actually want to score your card, or even if you have, but you want to make sure it folds evenly, line it up into that corner, fold, and then use your bone folder. Okay, so playing around, changing up the colors. Now we have this, and then what we could do instead of using this twine, oh, pardon me, we could use, it's a little bit brighter, so we'll see if we like it. We could use the Tempting Turquoise. Might be too blue. And actually, you know what? We've got so much going on here. I don't think we want that. So I don't think we want any twine on this one. There's nowhere for it to really go because of the way I did the stars. Okay, perfect. So this one will just be different. No twine, different card base. Yeah, but we quickly showed you how to set up the Stamparatus. You could even do that, like not have those lined up perfectly, now that we're not gonna have the twine. So there we have it, friends. Couple of options showing you, same card, same layout, using the Stamparatus. I showed you how quickly it was to just reset that and change. Clever folding tip, thank you. That does not come from me, so I will give full credit to Kim Arlene. She gave me that tip, and yeah, it is a lifesaver. Voila! There you go. So thank you for joining me. This is, like I said, super simple, so I would love to see what you guys create. And hopefully you have a fabulous night, and I'll be back soon. Bye.